name is Erica. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing a garden tour, as you can tell by the title. But it is a little bit rainy outside today, which I was not expecting. But that's okay because we have an umbrella, so. So this is the start of the garden. I'm gonna give you like just an overview. I only garden on the side of our yard. So we got pots here. Disregard the weeds. We broke our what the heck is that called? The weed eater thingy, whatever. And it's fixed now. But it was raining today this morning, so I couldn't get out here to come and clean the weeds. But anyways, here's the overview, and then we're gonna go through each of the plants, and I will show you what it is. I built this arbor with a cattle panel and 2 T-posts holding it up, so that's really exciting. I'm gonna hopefully be able to get some zucchini and cucumbers on this trellis sooner rather than later. We got a garden bed. I built this, my grandpa built. I made another little garden bed with just some like bricks as a border, and then just straight in the ground. And yeah, I got this table free off of Facebook Marketplace. But a lot of my gardening is like DIY, kind of friendly to the budget. Whatever I can find, we're gonna plant in. Okay, and so yeah, let's start over here. Like I said, this is a white oak tree. Random. I would probably never really normally keep this in my garden, especially in a pot. I'd want this to be planted in the ground somewhere so it can, like, you know, be its best self. But my mom's friend had just moved into a house, and the previous people that lived there had a ton of plants just thrown all over the yard, and it didn't really make sense. Anyways, so they're ripping up a ton of plants and stuff, and we went over there this weekend, and they had this white oak tree, and for some reason my boyfriend really loved this oak tree and wanted it, so we dug it up and I put it in a pot, and I also planted some flower seeds around the bottom. I believe that I planted California poppies, so hopefully those will start to come up soon. And then moving on, I am planning on putting more pots here to grow other things. I bought 25-gallon grow bags that are on the way, so that is also going to be filled up soon. Here, this is just an experiment. So I planted sweet peas on this half of this container right here, and then basil seeds on the other side right here. And mainly this is an experiment to see if I can trellis the sweet peas around our palm tree, just so I can maximize space, because I don't have very much to work with. So we're just gonna see what happens. There, excuse me. Over here, I just recently purchased these. That's why they're like sticks. We have a blackberry and a red raspberry right there in these pots. We're gonna see. Hopefully this stick will get some foliage soon, because I'm low-key convinced that this is just dead. Okay, hi Tyson. But we'll see what happens with that. That's also, I've never grown anything, period. This is my first garden ever, so everything's really an experiment. These tomatoes are cherry tomatoes. These are also cherry tomatoes. I started these from seed, super proud about it. So yeah, I planted some in this 25-gallon grow bag. I also got some basil back here that I started from seed. Really pretty. Over here, same thing, cherry tomatoes, and I planted basil seed just straight into the pot. That basil plant I started inside. So, you know, we're just gonna see which method I like better. This pot right over here is designated for, I think I'm gonna put my tomatillos here, or I'm gonna grow a bush bean plant there. I haven't decided yet. here is a spider plant, not edible, but still so beautiful. I've had this plant, I think, for 4 years now, and she's gorgeous. She's giving me so many different babies. She kind of went through it like a few weeks ago because she was getting water from the sprinklers on her leaves, and it was kind of making them sad. But I moved her here behind the wall and kind of like raised her up, so hopefully she'll do better. She already looks a little bit better. Here is my garlic. I had this planted in my bed over there, but I had to dig that bed out, what was it, like 3 days ago. I had to dig it out because I used to have Brussels sprouts growing in that bed, and the gophers came up from the bottom of the bed and stole all 6 of my big Brussels sprout plants. So I had enough. I dug out the bed and I put chicken wire all along the bottom, all up the sides and everything, so hopefully the gophers will not get to anything in that bed that I plant. But my garlic suffered from it because it was also in that bed. I dug it up and just put it in this big pot to hopefully see if I could save anything. I don't know if I can, but my mistakes. But make sure your beds have bottoms. That's all I have to say. Anyways, we got little succulents here that I started all from leaf propagations. They're doing really good. This little guy's dead, but everything else is doing pretty good. Yeah, so pretty proud about those. Also, my mother millions or mother of thousands, I can never tell the difference, I don't really know, gave me some babies as well. Super excited about that. I have a, what is this called? It's in the Transcantia family. I forget what it's called. This used to be a humongous bush, and then it was getting taken over. It used to actually be in this pot by ants. So I took it out of the pot. I was like, let's throw it in the ground, see how it does. It absolutely hated it here in the winter, but it's starting to come back now, so hopefully it'll bush out just like it was last summer. I have this Mad Hatter pepper. I had never heard of these before, but I saw it when I went to Lowe's last weekend, so I had to get it just to try to see if I like it or not. We'll see. I have some tulips over here. That one is about to bloom, that one's about to bloom, and then there's one up here that's about to bloom, so it's pretty exciting. I have some asparagus, okay? These are super, super small stalks. So I don't know what went wrong there, but my grandpa actually had a ton of bare root asparagus and he let me have some of them. So I just threw it there, and there's also some coming up over here, like the asparagus fern, and then like little green stuff that is coming up out of the ground now too. Anyways, moving on, we have nasturtiums all in this pepper pot. We have, I believe these are jalapenos. I've had these plants, they look like trees now with how thick their stalks are. This is going on 4 years of having this specific pepper plants. It might be the last year because this one's looking a little bit sad. There's no leaves on this. Actually there is on the bottom, if you can see, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Usually they push out a lot of growth for me, and it's super easy to overwinter them, so we'll just see what happens with that. Oh no, the little nasturtium, the roots are coming up. Okay, I have some allium flowers planted over here straight in the ground. Those little green buds are finally coming up. I think those flowers are purple. I don't really know. This is the first year that they have been planted, so we're just gonna have to see what happens with that. I have some lavender, and some basil seed, and this is my really old cilantro plant that I had chopped back, and then it came all the way back up, but I had to chop it back again because it got paint on it. My neighbors painted their fence, and some of it came over and got on the cilantro, so I just topped it back to hopefully see if it would come back. I have some lavender in this little pot. My mom picked out this pot. It wouldn't be my first choice, but she loves it, and her favorite color is purple, so we decided to get a bunch of purple flowers and fill it up. I think it looks really nice. It's a little bit bare here because I trimmed some stuff. It's a little bit bare here too, but it'll fill out. These flowers are like crazy, okay? They grow really fast. Look at how pretty this one is. Like, that's just gorgeous. Lavender. The bees like it. He's so happy. So that's really cool. The story with this thing, let me step back so you can see the whole. It was a king palm that we had planted here. I want to chop this top part of it off, but as you can see, it was kind of a little bit harder than I anticipated. So I'm gonna have to get someone out here to help me chop that top off. But this was a king palm, and all the palms in our yard are queen palms. So this one, I don't know if you can see over there. There's one over here, and another one over there. This one we bought at the same time as all of those, and it was mislabeled. This was a king palm. It got huge, and it was touching our neighbor's house. It was touching the roof of our house, and so we figured before it did any damage, we just take it down. But I kind of wanted to keep something here because I didn't want it to look super off with 3 palms on this side and 3 palms on that side. It would have looked super weird. So I kept this here. I ran a rod through the pieces of the trunk of this palm, and then I had some pots on here at first that I was like, hey, what if we just throw soil on top to see if anything grows, just like an experiment. I planted some California poppies a few weeks ago, and they have all germinated, so that's super exciting. There's some here too. I think on these 3 rows right here, I think I didn't put enough seed, or the seed got washed off whatever I did put, so I might have to replant some stuff, or figure out what else to put there. But yeah, this is just a little experiment. I put a new birdhouse right there as well. Over here we have some more cilantro I started from seed, some green onions, I believe. These are just random bulbs my mom got at the Dollar Tree, and she just wanted to see like if they would work or not. I just planted those I think a few days ago. Here's some lavender seed. I just planted some dill up yesterday, so we'll see what happens with that. This is a random flower that we had planted a while back. I forgot what it was called. It was in our front yard, and then this was like a little baby from it, so I decided to pick it up and see if I could grow it back here too. In this area, I've been dealing with gophers, as I said, with the garden bed. Before they did that, I had planted some zinnia seeds, and that's what all these little green flowers and green little sprouts are. There's some in this dirt too. I don't know if you can see. I just like threw them all around here to see if I could get any flowers, because I thought the look of a flowery bushy situation here would look really good. So we'll see what happens with that. I got some chives. We have a dwarf lemon tree right here. This is a vertical garden thing that my friend bought me. Chives at the top. We got some rosemary, which has seen better days. I just planted chamomile in these, and then basil, and then a random succulent. I threw a potato in this pot and totally forgot about it, and now it's sprouting, so that's really cool. I have this really weird looking succulent pot. I don't know what this is, but I thought it was cute. My grandma gave it to me, so we have that. Over here we have more of these flowers, different colors, in this weird like ice cream cone shaped basket. Super cute. Over here I built this arbor, I think I just told you guys, with T-rods, And that's what's holding up. Super easy. The cattle panel I found on Facebook Marketplace for like $5 a piece, so that's really nice. This lemon thyme, I chopped it all the way back before winter, and it was literally just sticks. I don't know if you could see just the little dry, there's like a little dry stick right there. That's literally all it was. And now it's coming back in this little bush. Super, super cute. Super excited. This is just, you know, whatever. We need to figure out what to put in there. We need to figure out what to put in there as well. Over here, I'm rehabbing this fern. Yeah, she's also seen better days. But hopefully I can get her back for the summer, you know, and she'll look cute. I have this succulent that I've had for years. This is the 5th year, I believe. Lettuce planted in this big grow bag. Love that. Over here, we have some cabbages. This used to be full of cabbage, but I plucked some out to kind of give room to the bigger cabbages in this pot. I might pluck out one of these as well to give the other more room, but we'll see what happens. And then the same thing for these two. Got some citronella. I took a cutting from my boyfriend's grandma's house. She has these humongous bushes of this plant. I took a little cutting and now it's this long situation. Oh, so that's really cool. Over here, in this little bed thing that I made, I planted some California poppies here and at the end, just seeds. And then along the bottom of this trellis, I have some green beans, so that's gonna be really cool. And I also have this grapevine that was a dead stick, okay, in the winter, and now it pushed out all of this green growth. Super, super excited for all of this. Like, gorgeous. Look at that leaf. Like, so excited. In the bed, the only thing that I have now is nasturtiums and some spearmint. I don't know why it's growing like this. Like, it wants to crawl along the ground. The middle is so empty, but whatever. We're gonna let it do its thing. It looks really pretty here, you know? So, yes. We have this succulent tower of just random succulents I have gotten from people. I think I didn't pay for a single one on this thing. I've just gotten them as cuttings from friends or my grandma or like sweet people on Facebook Marketplace. Just wacky. This is my favorite. This variegated jade, I believe, and I sun-stressed it so it's like pink now. That's my favorite one. Over here we have more of the wandering, I think it's like wandering dude or something. I don't know what the actual name is, but it's in the Tradescantia family. This is an amaryllis. It was dying back, obviously that's what it does in the winter, and excuse me, and now it is putting out all this green growth, so that's really exciting. This is my variegated, I think it's a money tree, or it's a variegated umbrella tree. I don't remember what this one is called, but it hated it out here in the winter. So it was dropping a ton of leaves, like, so sad, so sad. But it stopped dropping leaves, so hopefully it's starting to get happy again. I don't know. Sorry, let's put that in the frame. That'd be nice. This plant over here was a random succulent. Like, it's so funky looking. But I got it from my mom's friend, and I really like the way that these sun stress. I don't know, I think it's just so pretty. We have some daffodils. Look at this beautiful one. It has these like little white tips. I think it's the cutest thing. They're these ones are like double-headed tulips. I don't know, I just got 2 of them with double heads. There's another one that's about to bloom. I don't know what that one's gonna look like, but there was a ton of them that were in bloom. I just chopped back all the flowers and I had my first little bouquet in my house. I was really excited about it. I have more succulent type stuff here. This is a sage. What is it, like Russian sage. I don't know if this is edible or not. It was sold as like a decorative plant situation. I got it on clearance for like $1.50, and it was completely dead, or it looked dead at least, you know. I chopped it back. It was just these sticks, and now it has all this new green growth. I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty excited for this one. That makes me really happy. I have all different kinds of miscellaneous microgreens in here. They should have been chopped back a long time ago, but now we have, I think there's like mustard and all different kinds of stuff. I don't really know, but a mixed variety. We have I don't know, snake plant. These are hyacinth flowers. They already all bloomed for me. Oh, I guess not. I guess there's one right there. Okay. I thought they all bloomed. I guess there's another one about to start budding down there too. There's one in here. But, alright, well, I thought they all bloomed. That's an exciting surprise. These are tulips, though. They all went to bloom. See, more snake plant cuttings. I don't know what that is. There's a random bush that I also got on clearance. I like to get plants on clearance because cheap, and then it's fun to see if I can bring them back, you know? And then I have this massive table that I got from Facebook Marketplace for free. It's really, really pretty. I have this random, I don't know what this is. If you could tell me what this is. Yeah, it fell down. It just rained today and it fell down, so it's sitting here so I can clean it up later. I have my Hoya right here. I just brought it outside to water it and put it on the new trellis. That is the same plant as the variegated one, except it's not variegated, obviously. I believe that's an umbrella plant, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I just repotted her too, so she's out here now getting watered. This is lemon balm, I believe. Yes, lemon balm. I got my lettuce starts that should go in the ground like yesterday. We have more of those flowers that I like, just in this little pot. This red one was really pretty, but I don't think it liked the rain, so that's okay. They come back. This is peppermint. Big old pot of peppermint. And this is a purple cone flower. I didn't know what that was, but apparently you can like make tea out of this stuff and harvest the flowers for medicinal purposes, I guess. I don't know. I just saw it at Lowe's and I was like, you're coming home with me. So, yes. I started more California poppies in that container. And I have another Hoya here. Here are some geranium cuttings. I just have in a pot with some water. These two different kinds of colors. Really, really pretty. We'll see if I get, plants out of these. I should probably come out and chop it all up, throw it in a pot of soil to root it like that. That will probably be better, but as of now, we have it in a pot with water. And then I made this really ghetto looking shelf, but to place some of my seedlings. We got tomato seedlings, and we have some eggplant. So they were not looking super hot because I kept them in their little, like these are looking really sad, but because I kept them in their little seedling trays a little bit too long, these are blowing up. These are looking a lot bigger and better. We have another snake plant there, and then we have some pot storage, extra mulch, a bucket. I also have some fertilizers out here. Like, this is just storage, really. Bird seed for my bird feeder. And then over here, last but not least, in the garden, don't mind the weeds, they're overgrown. I have a Fresno chili plant, which already has so many little, it's about to flower and give me some peppers, so that's super exciting. There's also basil on the bottom of that as well. As you can see, I planted a ton of basil because I really want to make pesto this year. That's delicious. I have hibiscus plants in here, 2 of them, And then I just threw some nasturtium seeds in the pot. Little seedling area over here. I got cucumbers that I started. Bell peppers, zucchini. Over here we have more zucchini. This is my purple basil. I'll open that for you right now. These are purple tomatillos as well. And then we have some, here's the purple basil. Oh look, it's all sprouting and coming up. Super excited for that. Super freaking excited for that. We're gonna let that dry out for a little. These are poblano peppers. Yeah, poblano peppers. Nothing has come up yet, but I like literally just planted these a few days ago. And okra. I planted these a few days ago as well, but these are doing so good. Like, they're all breaking, a lot of them are breaking the soil. That's super, super cool. I've never had okra before, like at all. So I started a few plants just to see. Sorry that the video cut off when I was talking about the okra. This is my first ever video like I've filmed for YouTube or whatever, so I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Yeah, so I know my garden is not the biggest, best, like prettiest thing you've ever seen in your life, but it brings me so much joy to grow these little things in my backyard. And mainly this video is just to show progress from kind of where I started and where I end up in the future. Already I filmed this video like 2 weeks ago and I'm just now getting to the outro, but never mind that. I already see so much growth in my garden. So it's really kind of cool for me to film videos like this to look back on so I can see kind of where I started and where I end up. So yeah, if you stayed and watched this whole video, then I appreciate it and I hope you enjoyed. I don't know. Thanks for watching.